Imagine coming home from another day at your normal job, kissing your wife, checking on your kids, and then being told by Tony Stark that you were actually supposed to be Spider-Man decades ago. That's exactly what happens to Peter Parker in Ultimate Spider-Man #1, setting up the most refreshing take on the character in years. This isn't the teenage wall crawler we've seen countless times. This is a Peter who missed his superhero calling, built a family, and now has to decide if he's willing to risk everything he's built to become the hero he was meant to be. It's Spider-Man meets family drama, and it's breathing new life into Marvel's most iconic character in ways nobody expected. Just as Peter's life seems settled into a comfortable routine, the narrative takes a dramatic turn. Late one night, while the rest of his family sleeps, Peter receives an enigmatic message. A holographic projection appears in his home, its blue glow casting eerie shadows across the familiar surroundings of his living room. The message is vague, yet compelling. This mysterious communication serves as the turning point in Peter's ordinary existence, the moment when the extraordinary begins to intrude upon his everyday life. Peter finds himself face to face with none other than Tony Stark, but not the Tony Stark the world knows. This version of the genius inventor appears to have traveled through time itself, bringing with him revelations that will shatter Peter's understanding of his own life. Tony doesn't waste time with pleasantries. Instead, he delivers a truth so startling it leaves Peter speechless. His entire life as he knows it is essentially an accident, a cosmic aberration. According to Stark, Peter Parker was supposed to follow a completely different path, one that would have transformed him into one of the greatest heroes the world has ever known. The conversation grows more intense as Tony elaborates on his bombshell revelation. Years ago, when Peter was still a teenager, he was meant to be bitten by a radioactive spider during a science demonstration. That single moment would have triggered a chain of events leading to the birth of Spider-Man, a hero whose abilities and sense of responsibility would save countless lives. But that pivotal moment never happened. Tony explains that a mysterious entity known as the Maker deliberately interfered with Peter's destiny. This shadowy figure captured the spider that should have bitten Peter, effectively erasing the hero he was meant to become. The Maker's actions suggest a calculated plan to prevent Peter from realizing his potential, hinting at a larger conspiracy that extends beyond Peter's personal story. The climactic moment arrives when Tony presents Peter with an extraordinary offer. Producing what appears to be a crystal ball device, he reveals that inside lies something that would give Peter the opportunity to change his entire life. He offers Peter a second chance, an opportunity to reclaim the destiny that was stolen from him. This offer leaves Peter stunned and conflicted. The implications are staggering. At this stage in his life, becoming Spider-Man would mean something entirely different than it would have in his youth. He has a wife who depends on him, children who need their father, and responsibilities that cannot simply be abandoned. Taking on the mantle of a superhero now would require sacrifices and adjustments that a teenage Peter would never have had to consider. The next day, Peter finds himself troubled from the night before. As he wakes and greets his family, Mary Jane can see he is troubled. He leaves for work and makes his way through the day with the information he had been given. He talks to his Uncle Ben, informing him that he has always felt he was destined for more, to which he replied, "If you need to change, then make the change." The final panels of this groundbreaking issue deliver a powerful emotional punch as Peter returns to Mary Jane, his heart heavy with the weight of cosmic revelation. Sitting beside her, he expresses his need for change, something different in their lives. Mary Jane, understanding as always, gives her blessing, unaware of the full implications of what lies ahead. The issue closes on a poignant image. Peter gazing at his city from the rooftops, while the crystal ball device from Tony Stark sits in his hand. This visual encapsulates the central dilemma. a family man with everything to lose, contemplating the hero he could become. He then makes the decision to open the crystal ball. Inside is a vial with the radioactive spider inside. He opens it and allows the spider to crawl onto his hand and bite him, turning him into the man he was always supposed to be, Spider-Man.